Welcome to the Simplicity of Wellness podcast. I'm your host, Amy White, board-certified holistic nutritionist, certified life coach, and women's weight loss specialist. This show is for real women living real lives, women who are tired of extremes, done with quick fixes, and ready to feel better in their body without turning their life upside down. Here, we focus on simple, sustainable strategies that work in your actual life. We talk about food, metabolism, mindset, and the quiet shifts that lead to real transformation. Let's get started. Hey Simplifiers, welcome back to the Simplicity of Wellness podcast. It's been a minute, but I am excited to be back and hope to be bringing you weekly episodes once again. Today, we're going to talk about something I call macronutrient redistribution. Now I know, that sounds like something your biochem professor might have said back in college, but don't worry. I'm going to break it down in a simple, doable way that'll help you understand why this concept is one of the fastest, most effective ways to lose weight and feel better, especially if you're over 40. So what is macronutrient redistribution? Let's start with the basics. Your macros are the three types of food your body uses for fuel: protein, fat, and carbohydrates. Most of us, especially women in midlife, have been eating in a way that's totally out of sync with what our bodies actually need. Not because we're doing it wrong, but because we've been trained to believe weight loss is all about eating less and exercising more. And we're told to fear fat, cut carbs, or do some extreme dieting with a long list of rules that aren't sustainable. Here's the truth. Weight loss isn't just about how much you eat. It's about what your body does with the food you're eating. That's why I focus on macronutrient redistribution, shifting the percentage of protein, carbs, and fats in your meals to bring your body back into metabolic balance. Because once your appetite calms down, once you stop riding the blood sugar roller coaster, once your cravings go quiet, weight loss gets easier and it feels good. Let me give you an example. Most of the women I work with, smart, health-conscious women who've tried everything, are unintentionally under-eating protein and overdoing carbs and fats. And I'm not talking about cookies and cake. I'm talking about healthy food: avocado, granola, fruits, nuts, toast, yogurt, smoothies, wine. When I say redistribute, I mean making protein the foundation of your meals. Ideally, around 40% of your calories from protein during a weight loss phase. That usually works out to about 125 grams or more protein per day. Here's why this matters. Protein keeps you full longer. It actually increases your satiety hormones and reduces your hunger signals. You're not forcing yourself to eat less, you just feel less hungry. Protein protects your muscle mass, and that's huge. When you diet and lose muscle, your metabolism slows down. That's why the weight always comes back. When you keep your muscle, you keep your results. And third, protein helps stabilize your blood sugar. That means fewer crashes, less hangry snacking, and more calm, steady energy throughout the day. Now here's the best part. When you shift your macros, more protein, fewer energy-dense carbs and fats, something really interesting happens. Your body starts burning stored fat for fuel. You create a healthy calorie deficit naturally, without hunger or cravings. This is how we break the diet binge rebound cycle. Let me tell you about a client. I'll call her Christine. Christine came to me after trying every healthy eating trend out there. She was working out 5 days a week, tracking everything, and still stuck. Constantly hungry, low energy, totally frustrated. The only thing we changed at first were her macros. We did a macronutrient redistribution. She stopped grazing, stopped relying on nuts and fruit and yogurt as meals, and we helped her hit a minimum of 125 grams of protein a day. We added structured meals, each one anchored by a solid 35 to 45 grams of protein, and gave her clear guidelines for carbs and fats. In 10 days, her appetite calmed down. She stopped snacking. Her sleep improved. And by the end of the month, the weight that had been stuck for 2 years started moving. More importantly, she felt amazing, grounded, energized, and in control. That's the power of macronutrient redistribution. You're not dieting. You're working with your body, not against it. Now, I want to be very clear. This isn't about cutting out entire food groups or eating perfect. I love the idea of food freedom. I teach my clients how to eat what they want, but in a way that works for their body. We really can't talk about food freedom without understanding how food affects your physiology. The truth is, most of us are living in what I call macronutrient confusion. You're eating based on convenience or habit or preferences, not based on what your metabolism actually needs to function well. So here's what I want you to think about as you're finishing up your week. What role does protein play in your meals? Is it the main event or the afterthought? Are your carbs and fats crowding out your protein? Things like cheese, nuts, wine, fruit, and even healthy granola bars. They can sneak in and tilt the balance before you realize it. What would it look like to build your meals around protein first? Think eggs, ground turkey, rotisserie chicken, fish, steak, Greek yogurt, and even protein shakes. Whatever works for you, anchor your meals there. You don't have to count every macro forever, but for a few days, it's worth tracking. Get curious. See what happens when you aim for the protein sweet spot of 40% of your calories coming from protein, and then adjust your carbs and fats from there. It's not restrictive, it's informed eating, and it's incredibly empowering. One more thing before we wrap up. Changing the way you eat overnight is never a good idea. I like the idea of transitional changes. So if you're somebody who tends to snack, maybe the first thing you could do is change up what you're snacking on. If you'd like help with that one transitional move, I have created a free tool to help you get started. It's called the Protein Packed Snack Challenge. It gives you 7 days of easy, delicious snack ideas that help you hit your protein goals without overdoing calories. You'll learn how to satisfy your appetite between meals and keep your energy stable. No more random snacking that leaves you hungrier than before. You'll find the link to the Protein Packed Snack Challenge down in the show notes. All right, Simplifiers, that's it for today. Remember, you don't need to overhaul your whole life to feel better. You just need to make simple shifts so you can give your body what it actually needs. When you redistribute your macros, when you start giving your body what it needs, everything starts to change. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening to the Simplicity of Wellness podcast. If something in today's episode got you thinking, or if you're ready to stop guessing and start feeling better in your body, I'd love to invite you to schedule a free consult call. It's a chance to take a breath, look at what's working, what's not, and explore how you might simplify your path forward. No pressure, just a thoughtful conversation. You'll find the link in the show notes. I truly look forward to connecting. Until next time, be kind to yourself and keep going.